Welcome to Mindful Mastery, where ancient wisdom meets quantum possibility. Today, we step into the mirror of consciousness, where every thought, every breath, every intention shapes the reality we reflect. What if your inner world was the blueprint for your outer experience? Let's explore the quantum field within and awaken the architect of your highest self. Quantum mirror, reflecting your highest self. In the mysterious realm where science meets spirit, quantum physics offers us profound metaphors for understanding the nature of consciousness itself. Just as particles exist in multiple states until observed, our potential selves shimmer in infinite possibility until we choose to collapse them into reality through awareness and intention. Infinite potential. Our true nature exists in a state of boundless possibility, much like quantum particles. Conscious observation. Through awareness and intention, we actively observe and manifest our desired reality from this potential. The dance of consciousness and quantum reality. Quantum mechanics reveals that reality is far stranger and more malleable than we once believed. At the subatomic level, particles behave in ways that challenge our everyday understanding of existence existing in multiple states simultaneously, instantaneously connected across vast distances, and fundamentally altered by the very act of observation. Quantum superposition. Particles exist in multiple states until observed, reflecting the infinite possibilities of our potential selves. Quantum entanglement. The observer effect. The act of observation fundamentally alters reality, highlighting the power of our attention and awareness. Instantaneous connection across vast distances hints at our deep interconnectedness and multidimensional nature. When we begin to understand ourselves as quantum beings interconnected, multidimensional, and capable of existing in multiple states of potential, we open doorways to transformation that seemed impossible through classical thinking alone. Understanding your personal quantum field. Thoughts as waves. Your thoughts aren't static things, but dynamic wave patterns that ripple through your consciousness field. Like quantum waves, they carry information, energy, and potential, creating interference patterns that either amplify or cancel each other out based on their frequency and coherence. Emotions as frequency. Emotions function as the frequency modulators of your personal quantum field. Love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at higher frequencies, creating coherent patterns that align with expansion and possibility. Fear and doubt create chaotic interference patterns that limit potential outcomes. Intentions as observers. Your intentions act like quantum observers, collapsing the wave function of possibility into specific experiences. Clear, focused intentions create coherent observation, while scattered or unconscious intentions lead to random and often unwanted manifestations. Quantum entanglement, the invisible threads of connection. Perhaps no quantum phenomenon is more mysterious or more relevant to human experience than entanglement. When particles become entangled, they remain instantaneously connected regardless of distance, with changes to one immediately affecting the other. This spooky action at a distance, as Einstein called it, mirrors the profound interconnectedness we experience with others. Consider the moments when you felt inexplicably connected to someone, sensing their emotions from afar, knowing they were about to call, or feeling their presence even when physically separated. These experiences suggest that consciousness itself may operate through quantum entanglement principles. Our relationships create entangled fields of shared energy and information. The quality of these connections depends not on physical proximity, but on the depth of resonance and mutual coherence. When we approach relationships with awareness of this quantum interconnectedness, we begin to take responsibility for the energetic contributions we make to our shared field. This understanding transforms how we navigate love, friendship, and even global consciousness. We're not separate beings occasionally influencing each other. We're entangled aspects of a greater whole, continuously co-creating reality through our interconnected quantum fields. The observer effect, how awareness shapes reality. The quantum laboratory of consciousness. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect demonstrates that the act of measurement fundamentally changes what is being observed. A particle's behavior shifts from wave-like probability to particle-like certainty the moment we observe it. This isn't simply about measurement tools, it's about the role of consciousness in collapsing infinite potential into specific reality. Your daily life operates as a continuous quantum experiment. Each moment of awareness, each choice of focus, each decision about where to place your attention acts as an observation that collapses possibilities into experiences. You are simultaneously the scientist, the equipment, and the quantum field being observed. Mindfulness in action. This principle explains why mindfulness practices are so transformative. When you observe your thoughts without judgment, you change their quantum state from chaotic probability waves into clear, manageable experiences. Transforming emotions, the simple act of witnessing your emotions shifts them from overwhelming forces to workable energy patterns. Conscious creation. The quality of your observation matters immensely. Fearful, judgmental observation creates contracted outcomes. Loving, curious observation opens expansive possibilities. Your consciousness isn't just experiencing reality, it's actively participating in its creation through the quantum observer effect. Superposition, living in multiple states of being. Quantum superposition describes particles existing in all possible states simultaneously until observation forces them to choose one specific state. This remarkable principle offers a powerful metaphor for human potential and the nature of personal transformation. The past self, the sum of all experiences, memories, and identities that have shaped who you've been. The evolving self. The dynamic individual you are actively becoming, influenced by present choices and intentions. Infinite potentials. Countless versions of who you could be, residing as probabilities within your quantum field of consciousness. Right now, you exist in superposition. You are simultaneously the person you've been, the person you're becoming, and countless possible versions of who you could be. These aren't just abstract concepts, they're living potentials within your quantum field of consciousness, each vibrating at different frequencies, each waiting for the right conditions to manifest. Many people experience anxiety about their future or regret about their past precisely because they sense this superposition of possibilities. The quantum perspective suggests that rather than being overwhelming, this multiplicity is your greatest gift. You contain infinite potential. You are not limited to a single, fixed identity. The art of conscious living involves learning to navigate your superposition with wisdom. Instead of collapsing into limitation through fear or habit, you can maintain awareness of your multiple potential states whilst making conscious choices about which aspects to strengthen and which to allow to fade into background probability. Frequency and vibration, tuning your quantum instrument, fear and limitation. Lower frequency states characterized by contraction, scarcity thinking, and closed possibilities. These frequencies create interference patterns that limit access to higher potentials. Unity and transcendence. Highest accessible frequencies where individual consciousness recognizes its quantum entanglement with all existence, accessing unlimited creative potential. Neutrality and acceptance. Mid-range frequencies offering clarity and spaciousness. From this state, you can observe without immediately collapsing into reactivity, maintaining access to multiple possibilities. Love and expansion. Higher frequency states characterized by coherence, possibility, and connection. These frequencies create resonance patterns that attract and amplify positive potential outcomes. Your consciousness operates like a quantum instrument capable of tuning into different frequencies of reality. Each emotional and mental state corresponds to a specific vibrational frequency that determines what possibilities become available to you. Learning to consciously shift your frequency is perhaps the most practical application of quantum principles to daily life. The coherence principle, aligning heart, mind, and intention. In quantum physics, coherence refers to waves that are perfectly aligned in phase, creating amplified effects through constructive interference. When light becomes coherent, it transforms into a laser-focused, powerful, and capable of precise action. The same principle applies to consciousness. Aligned coherence, unified flow. Coherent, amplified effect, heart. Emotional resonance and values, intention. Directed purpose and will, mind. Clear focus and understanding coherence occurs when your thoughts, emotions, and intentions align in harmony, rather than working against each other. Most people experience internal interference, patterns wanting success, whilst fearing failure, desiring love whilst believing they're unworthy, seeking peace, whilst maintaining chaotic thought patterns. Creating coherence requires patience and practice. It's not about suppressing conflicting thoughts or emotions, but about bringing them into conscious dialogue. When you acknowledge the part of you that fears alongside the part that dreams, you can begin to resolve the interference patterns that keep your quantum field scattered. Coherent states feel different in the body. There's a sense of alignment, flow, and effortless power. In these moments, your personal quantum field becomes like a laser of consciousness, capable of precise manifestation and profound impact. This is why aligned action, even if small, often produces disproportionately powerful results. Quantum healing, transforming limitation into possibility. The quantum view of healing. Traditional healing often focuses on fixing what's broken, but quantum healing recognizes that limitation and wellness exist simultaneously in superposition. Rather than battling illness or unwanted patterns, quantum healing involves shifting the probability patterns that determine which aspects of your multidimensional self become predominant. Every limiting belief, every emotional wound, every physical challenge exists alongside infinite healing possibilities within your quantum field. The question isn't whether healing is possible, it's how to shift the coherence patterns that determine which possibilities manifest. This perspective doesn't dismiss practical healing approaches, but enhances them by addressing the consciousness patterns that influence physical and emotional reality. When you work with both practical intervention and quantum field coherence, healing can occur in ways that seem miraculous from a classical perspective. Observe limiting patterns without identifying with them. Cultivate coherent states of gratitude and possibility. Use intention to collapse healing potentials into reality. Maintain awareness of your multidimensional nature. Trust the intelligence of your quantum field. Quantum manifestation, collapsing possibility into form. Enter superposition. Begin by acknowledging that your desired reality already exists as a possibility within the quantum field. Rather than trying to create something from nothing, you're selecting from infinite existing potentials. Create coherence. Align your thoughts, emotions, and intentions into a coherent pattern. Mixed signals create interference. Clear alignment creates laser-like focus that can penetrate the field of possibilities. Conscious observation. Through focused attention and elevated emotion, observe your desired reality as if it already exists. This quantum observation begins to collapse the wave function of possibility into probability. Inspired action-take actions that arise from the coherent field you've created. These aren't forced actions, but inspired movements that feel aligned with the reality you're collapsing into form. Grateful receiving. Maintain gratitude and openness, allowing the quantum field to deliver in ways that may surprise you. The universe often manifests our intentions in forms more elegant than our limited imagination could conceive. The measurement problem, choosing what to observe. In quantum mechanics, the measurement problem asks, if particles exist in all possible states simultaneously, what determines which state we observe? This question points to one of the most profound mysteries in physics and consciousness, the relationship between awareness and reality creation. Superposed possibilities, observer focus, state collapse. Every moment of your life, you face your own version of the measurement problem. Your attention is constantly measuring different aspects of your experience, collapsing infinite possibilities into specific perceptions. Where you choose to focus determines which version of reality becomes real for you. Consider two people experiencing the same event. One focuses on what went wrong whilst the other notices what went beautifully. They're not just interpreting the same reality differently. They're actually collapsing different aspects of the quantum field into their experienced reality. Both perceptions are true within their respective quantum observations. Power of conscious choice. You cannot observe everything simultaneously. Conscious choice is required. What you choose to measure with your attention, curiosity, and emotional energy becomes your lived experience. Quantum field response. The quantum field responds to your observational choices by providing evidence for whatever you're coherently focused upon. Mastering attention. Mastering this principle involves becoming increasingly conscious about where you place your attention, directing it towards the aspects of reality you wish to strengthen and expand. Instead of letting your focus drift randomly or be captured by external circumstances, you can learn to direct your quantum observations toward the aspects of reality you wish to strengthen and expand. Entangled relationships. Quantum intimacy. The principles of quantum mechanics extend beyond individual consciousness into the realm of our relationships. Just as particles can be entangled, so too are human connections, where shifts in one individual reverberate through the shared field. Beyond individual transformation. Personal quantum work inevitably leads to the recognition that we exist within fields of relationship that are quantum in nature. When you shift your frequency, the entangled fields you share with others automatically begin to shift as well. This is why working on yourself is never selfish. It's a contribution to every quantum field you participate in. Conscious relationships become laboratories for quantum exploration. When two or more people commit to maintaining coherent fields together, they create shared quantum environments capable of manifesting possibilities that neither could access alone. Quantum relationship practices 1. Coherent communication. Speaking from aligned heart-mind states rather than reactive patterns. 2. Mutual field tending. Taking responsibility for the energy you bring to shared spaces. 3. Quantum listening. Hearing not just words but the frequencies beneath them. 4. Entanglement awareness, recognizing how your inner states affect shared reality. 5. Collective intention. Consciously co-creating desired relationship outcomes. The deepest relationships become quantum mirrors for reflecting not just who you are but who you're becoming. In the presence of someone operating from quantum awareness, you can perceive and access aspects of yourself that remain hidden in ordinary consciousness. This is the gift of true intimacy, mutual awakening through shared quantum exploration. Global coherence, the collective quantum field. Individual quantum awakening is intimately connected to collective consciousness evolution. Just as particles can become entangled across vast distances, human consciousness participates in global fields of shared awareness and possibility. Your personal quantum work contributes to these larger patterns in ways both subtle and profound. Global coherence. Collective field alignment and harmony. Shared awareness. Interpersonal resonance and empathy. Individual quantum awakening. Personal mind-body field shift. Research in global coherence suggests that when groups of people simultaneously access coherent heart-brain states, measurable effects can be detected in Earth's magnetic field. This isn't mysticism. It's emerging science pointing toward the quantum nature of collective consciousness. Higher frequency states. Maintaining elevated energetic states contributes to a more positive global field. Coherent observation. Conscious focus influences probability patterns in the collective, cultivating love and possibility. Emotional resonance impacts the shared reality and future probabilities. The implications are staggering. Your commitment to maintaining higher frequency states, your practice of coherent observation, your cultivation of love and possibility for these personal quantum choices contribute to global probability patterns. You're not separate from the world's healing and evolution. You're an active participant in determining which collective futures become probable. This understanding transforms spiritual practice from self-improvement to global service. Every moment of conscious choice, every shift from fear to love, every practice of quantum awareness sends ripples through the collective field. You are simultaneously healing yourself and contributing to the healing of the world through the mysterious principles of quantum entanglement, living as your highest quantum self. Morning coherence practice. Begin each day by creating heart-mind coherence before engaging with external reality. This sets the quantum field frequency for your entire day, determining which possibilities become accessible to you. Conscious observation. Throughout the day, remember that you are constantly measuring reality with your attention. Choose your observations wisely, focusing on what you wish to strengthen rather than what you wish to diminish. Quantum pause. When facing challenges, pause to remember your superposition nature. You exist simultaneously as the person experiencing the problem and as the person who has already transcended it. Choose which version to strengthen. Evening integration. Before sleep, review the day from a quantum perspective. Notice where you maintained coherence and where interference patterns arose. Appreciate your quantum experiments without judgment, knowing each observation provides valuable information. Living as your highest quantum self doesn't require perfection, for it requires awareness. Each moment offers an opportunity to choose coherence over chaos, love over fear, possibility over limitation. Your quantum mirror reflects whatever frequencies you consistently embody, showing you exactly where your consciousness is choosing to focus its creative power. The quantum mirror reflects infinitely. As we conclude this exploration of quantum consciousness, remember that you are both the observer and the observed, the scientist and the experiment, the mirror and the reflection. The quantum principles we've explored, entanglement, superposition, observer effect, and coherence, aren't just metaphors for consciousness. They may be the actual mechanics through which awareness creates reality. Consciousness meeting point of reflection, observer. Self as perceiving mirror, observed. Phenomena appearing to mind. Your quantum mirror reflects whatever you bring to it with consistency and authenticity. If you approach it with fear, it shows you fearful possibilities. If you approach it with love and curiosity, it reveals loving and expansive potentials. The mirror itself is neutral. It simply reflects the frequency patterns of your consciousness back to you as lived experience. The journey of awakening is the journey of learning to work consciously with your quantum nature. As you develop greater awareness of your multidimensional existence, as you learn to create coherence between heart and mind, as you practice conscious observation and intention setting, you begin to live as the quantum being you truly are. This is not the end, but a beginning. Each day offers countless opportunities to apply quantum principles to the art of conscious living. Your highest self isn't a distant goal. It exists right now in superposition, waiting for your conscious observation to collapse it into reality. Step into your quantum laboratory. Begin your experiments with consciousness. Trust the intelligence of your quantum field. The mirror is ready to reflect your highest possibilities back to you. The only question remaining is, what will you choose to observe? You are not just a witness to your life, you are the weaver. The quantum mirror reflects what you believe, what you feel, and what you choose. So choose clarity, choose alignment, choose your best life, choose the timeline where your light leads the way. You could journal or meditate on what you are projecting into this quantum mirror. Remember to say it with feeling, believe, and absorb every single word. This is the key to it all. If you believe in yourself this way, all other possibilities will collapse. I am aligned. I am aware. I am the architect of my reality. Until next time, stay mindful, stay masterful, and remember, the universe is listening.